Hi. So, yeah, that cover was revealed. Um, I have some thoughts on it, especially since Jayfeather is my favorite character of all time. For the past few months, I've been joking around saying that Jayfeather is going to die in Changing Skies 5. Keywords, joking around. And then this cover drops. So, it's not looking too good. And you may be like, okay, big deal. So Jayfeather is on the cover. That shouldn't be too surprising. All of the other POV characters are already on covers. They need more cats. And Jayfeather has been very relevant this arc. But this is Jayfeather. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jayfeather hasn't been on a cover since the site cover or the old Eclipse cover. So this is pretty huge. Like, completely ignoring what's going on in Changing Skies, I would be super excited. I love Jayfeather so much. However, this is Changing Skies. Changing Skies has already shown off that it's not afraid to kill off characters that have existed since the first arc. Nobody is safe in this arc. All of your favorites are at risk. But why Jayfeather specifically? Well, he's on the cover. That's a pretty big red flag. All characters that have been on the cover so far are incredibly relevant to the Changing Skies plot. Leafstar is on the first cover and she's struggling with her leadership. Starlingpaw is on the second cover and he's... okay, I don't even know where to start with him. Moonpaw is on the third cover and she's forced to deal with Morning Kit. Tawny Pelt's on the fourth cover and she was given the main prophecy of this arc. So, that brings me to Jayfeather. Why is Jayfeather on the fifth cover? Well, Jayfeather has remained pretty relevant so far in Changing Skies, but he hasn't had the significance of any of the POV characters. And that's what scares me. There's going to be a reason why Jayfeather is on this cover. Now, there's a couple of reasons why Jayfeather could be on this cover, so let's just start off positive. Maybe Jayfeather will have a POV and nothing terrible happens. That's some wishful thinking. And then you think for a moment and realize, it's Changing Skies. Something significant is going to happen to Jayfeather, and I can only think of the worst case scenario. I am 99.9% confident that Jayfeather is going to die in this book. I want to be proven wrong so badly, but I just don't see any way around it. And you may be wondering, okay, but how? Well, during the first half of this arc, Jayfeather has formed a very close relationship with Moonpaw. Jayfeather taught her a lot of stuff about herbs. She also kept an eye on her with Alderheart when she claimed that she was sleepwalking. Additionally, he senses that something is wrong, detecting the presence of Morning Kit. And that brings me to Morning Kit. Morning Kit has already made the reader well aware that she wouldn't hesitate to harm the cats close to Moonpaw. This is already seen with Moonpaw unintentionally harming Goldenpaw on a few occasions. So I don't think it's exactly out of the ordinary for Morning Kit to somehow injure, or in the worst case scenario, kill Jayfeather. Also, it was revealed that the two cats behind Jayfeather on the cover are Hawkwing and... Morning Kit? That's probably not a good sign. Alternatively, Starlingpaw, who would probably have his warrior name at this point in Changing Skies, could attempt to kill Moonpaw. He has already been very vocal about taking action against the cat described in the prophecy. So let's assume he does attack Moonpaw. I wouldn't be shocked if Jayfeather intervenes and ends up sacrificing himself to protect Moonpaw. There have already been multiple occurrences where Jayfeather has put his life in danger to protect others. And finally, the final nail in the coffin that is also just kinda made of dirt. A Medicine Cat character being relevant in Book 5 of an arc. What arc also had a Medicine Cat character relevant in Book 5? The New Prophecy. Cinderpelt's death was foreshadowed in the prologue of Book 5 of the New Prophecy, so if Jayfeather appears at all in the prologue, I think it's safe to say it's over for him. Unless they do a fake out, but that's just me hoping that he lives. Like, realistically, I just don't see how his death is avoidable in Changing Skies 5 unless more information drops implying otherwise. So yeah, that's the video I guess. Aaron Hunter, please don't kill off Jayfeather. Goodbye forever.